Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome back, part 3. And so, the last two cards, excuse me, removing throat chakra blockages. It's like you just keep leveling up. And it's like nothing has been wasted. You may have failed 50 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. But your discipline and your ability to get up and brush yourself off and keep it pushing is immense. Your resilience is very powerful and strong. But with the immeasurable power of the heart way and time to cross the threshold, you're receiving the blessings from the sun. Coming full circle, you're reaping the harvest of all your efforts. And what I heard was, again, breaking the 15 to 20 year cycle, reaching brand new heights, and that you're elevating to the big leagues. I even heard that you got an upgrade in your spirit team because you broke this cycle. You had a team that worked with you through that victim martyr paradigm, right? Well, now that you have elevated beyond that, oh, they're saying it's more than that. It's not just that. So they're showing me like these groups of guide teams, right? We have the spirit guides that we are born with, that we chose to be our guides from one side to the other. But within that, there's all these teams that support us on the lessons that we're working with. And you just got an upgrade in a couple of teams because they're like, you're moving beyond scarcity as well. And the thing is, why we get these upgrades is because you need beings who have mastery over what you're working on. And so through this upgrade, this team has a brand new sense of mastery. 143. So upgrading to the big leagues, new spirit guide teams, and then new training. So right now you're going through a phase of training. I'm hearing like there's one last like fire ritual where you're burning off the last vestiges of what was, and more succinctly moving into what is becoming through this sensing it into being. And what I was hearing is that like you've reached full maturity in a spiritual sense. You are the whole team within yourself. The mother, the maiden, the crone. You have the wisdom, the publicist, the stylist, the personal assistant, and the CEO. You're all of the things inside yourself. I'm hearing somebody keeps excellent records, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Like, so you may be somebody who is detailing these things out in notes, or like if you're like me, I have papers upon papers upon papers full of things that I receive all day long. I hear that this is a part of the work you came to do was to detail things. I'm even hearing like air placements, like particularly Mercury, so Virgo or Gemini in certain places. Like maybe your Virgo is in your rising sign, your moon sign, your 10th house, or Gemini. But there is this sense of like constantly needing to communicate, to talk, communicate, email, write letters, to do the things to express yourself. And they were saying the path to victory. Oh, and then once you go through this new initiation, because this is absolutely an initiation, and they're saying like the vestiges of the past will continue to burn off every step you take. But then once you get to that place, which the butterfly coming out of the cocoon, right? And that full embodiment, which there's a full moon on this card. That makes me think that this could be between this next full moon or the Aquarius full moon, because we're coming into the Aquarius new moon right now. And that will be in 6 months, come August, September, something around that time, 6 months to 6 months for this moon cycle, where you'll be taking off your training wheels. And I'm hearing like slow and steady. There's no need to take big leaps. This is more about sitting in the stillness and relaxing and choosing the path based on the heart. Like what feels good to you? What do you want to do? What lights you up and gets you excited? Using your wisdom for discernment as you transverse this rainbow bridge, as you become the bridge of heaven on earth. Every person has their version of heaven on earth, and you're literally building yours. And I'm hearing like you're not just building it for you, but you're building it for many, for the world. Like I hear you are a rescue ranger. You love to create space for people to gather and to be heard, to be seen, to feel a sense of community. And I feel like this is also one of the reasons why you're so strongly supported. And this is also why you've been going through all of these initiations into having a whole team within yourself. Because once you know the energy, once you understand it, once you can embody it, you can manifest it, you can align it. And so interesting. I'm hearing that like you're going beyond, like maybe you have a famous person in your family, and maybe not famous like big media famous, which it could be, but also famous like in your community for creating these footholds. I hear like stakeholders, like somebody who's a stakeholder, a pillar in their community, and you're going beyond that. You're using their wisdom for this huge level up, but it's going to be so slow. I see this frog with a cowboy hat riding on top of this turtle. And to me, frog is about leaps of faith. But if you notice, the frog is sitting on top of the turtle, and the turtle is about slow and steady wins the race. So this is no longer about big old leaps. This is about taking it slow and steady and just kind of enjoying the ride. And it's like having the experience or enjoying the experience rather than trying to create something or do something, but rather just like riding the chariot on in, like a victory lap. If you'd like to book a session with me, you can. You can hit me up on my Etsy shop, Intuitions by Whitney, or you can reach out to me at psychicreadingswithwhitney@gmail.com. Ciao.